Yo guys, welcome back to a movie review, and we just came out and we just watched The Wolf Man. And this is one of our most potential videos, or one of these movies that we wanted to go see, at least from The Boy and Ocean, because they had it in their top 10 list. And maybe I was probably looking at it like, yeah, you guys had it in your top 10.
Not
the most
her.
potential. Oh, no?
I mean, I could
I
have.
hated this trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
I
didn't
like
have
the
it, but
trailer.
I probably could have.
Yeah, but the point was, when I saw this, I was like, maybe there is something to behold with this trailer. Maybe there is something more to this film that I might actually come and enjoy.
Like what?
And I might actually come with a big surprise. I was surprised, but in a different kind of way. But either way, let's take it to the boy, since he did actually, probably had a little bit, more, wanted to see this film probably better than we did. And maybe he saw something special in this film that we didn't see. So go ahead, boy. What do you thought of this film?
I didn't like this film. This film was trash. I only like werewolves, pretty much, but you barely see the werewolf. But yeah, I was not a fan of this film. It was boring. It was a little cringe. I don't know. I didn't believe any of their really acting of love and stuff like that too much. But just cut to the chase. I didn't like this film. So far, worst movie of the year.
Oh yeah, I see. So
Yeah,
what do you
of course.
thought? So what do you thought of the length? Do you actually think the length was going a little bit too? How
You
long
know
was
what?
movie
The
was?
length should have been fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It felt like 2 hours. It felt like almost 2.5. Felt pretty long.
Do you think this Wolfman is better than the other Wolfmans that were beyond, every other film? If you remember.
Well, the
any of
original
those?
is really good. The one that came out in 2009, I like that one, but that's because I saw it as a kid. But I prefer that one over this one for sure.
It's funny because this is definitely basically from Blumhouse. They usually drop off either good films or even worst films.
Normally bad.
Yeah, normally bad. Depends what they kind of, put out. And they are very creative. I'll give them that. But what do you think of this film, Ocean? Maybe you have a different opinion. Well, we'll see. What do you thought of this film?
Was not very good. It was I don't even know how long it was, but it was dragging.
It was an hour 47 minutes.
It felt
43 minutes.
Way longer
Huh?
than that.
But yeah.
50? Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't know. The beginning was maybe all right, but then it was just too repetitive. I don't know. They were just trying way too hard with the metaphor here, and it wasn't fun. The dialogue wasn't good, and the characters weren't good. The design wasn't good. I like some of the cinematography.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's about it.
How about the actors? Do you actually bought their love story? Do you bought their father and daughter relationship? What do you thought of that?
No, that was cheesy and cringe.
Do you blame the script, or you actually think the actors had, didn't put enough?
No, the script was really bad.
Yeah.
I was thinking as I was watching it, because the father and the daughter were talking, and the mom's in the other room, and I'm like, I bet she's thinking, man, they're so cringe.
Oh yeah, she did say that.
It was funny. I
Yeah.
was like,
that was
that-
when they got in the house.
when you know
yeah.
the movie's bad when you have these thoughts while you're watching it, you're like,
Yeah,
you're
that's
like,
true.
oh my god,
It's not good.
Stop.
So yeah,
What about you, Will?
yeah, exactly. I agree with you guys. I don't think this is a very good movie. It is one of those films that you could exactly miss out on. But a lot of people did look to be interested in the film because it is a Wolfman, and obviously you wanted to come and see a scary film right off the bat, especially for a whole brand new year. And this is not it. You could probably see this with just friends to make fun of. Really, I was having a weird, awkwardly fun time with this film.
Me, the first half.
Maybe because how they portrayed the Wolfman, like a ridiculous kind of thing. I'm glad they didn't go full CGI with it. I'm glad I get to see what the perspective of the transformation it went through for the Wolfman. So it was kind of interesting from there.
Yeah.
But the beginning was a little slow, but it did pick up the pace a little bit. And it really did kind of went crazy with this, and I kind of appreciate that. I was like, oh, is this gonna happen? Oh, it did happen. Is this gonna happen? Oh, it did happen. And we'll explain more in spoilers, but this is one of those films that you could just go right here and just go like, what is going on? But you know what, hell, I'm in for the ride. It's gonna be one of those terrible films that you could go there and just make fun of, really. And obviously it's Blumhouse again. They did awful films before, and we saw them, and they're terrible. And this is just one of them for sure. And I don't think it's gonna be, remembered even for like a day or so. I'm gonna
Yeah.
forget about this easily.
Very easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a point in the middle where I was like, maybe this could be good, but I bet they're not gonna end this well. Like it had some potential near the middle. I thought that was kind of interesting, but then it just fell off.
No, I agree with you. There were some parts when I was like, you know what, this actually looks interesting. And then it just like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? And they just kind of do this weird kind of thing. Like they just try to try to give you in a different kind of like path. And it just keeps on going for some reason. We'll explain more what I mean by that. But either way, let's go to final verdicts. Let's go this quick and easy. Go ahead, boy.
Yeah, I'm giving this a D.
Oh, a D minus, D plus,
I think just a D.
normal D.
Yeah.
Oh, D.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about this film. I mean, I just expected a lot more. They had cool elements. I mean, it's definitely better than last year's film, beginning like Night Swim and of course Argyle. But as this film, no, I don't like it. I'm giving it a D.
A D. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. All right, how about yourself, Ocean?
Yeah, like a D plus. I didn't like the trailer, but I did really like Invisible Man, so I was like, maybe, you never know, but Invisible Man was much better.
Yeah, hey, no worry. It's a D. Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of right with you guys there too. I think this is just a D film, and I don't think it could go any lower. It could for some people if they coming in here with high expectations for a Wolfman film. Because there's a lot of people that are big fans of these kind of genres, like Frankenstein,
Yeah.
the Swamp Thing. And if you're gonna come in here like expecting an actual Wolfman film, you're gonna be very disappointed. That's for sure. And if you want to get scared, you're not really. You're gonna be mostly laughing throughout the film. I chuckled a couple of times.
Yeah.
The way how the movement was feeling, just how the pacing was, I just didn't like it. The actors, I did not buy. And I kind of feel bad for, what's her name? Julia
Gardner, I think.
Gardner, who basically is going to do a Fantastic Four film. She's going to be the Silver Surfer. And I'm
Wow.
just kind of like, your acting didn't sell it here.
Yeah.
And now I'm just worried for Fantastic Four for that one. And I'm just going to be confused if you're just going to come out the same acting skills as this to that film.
No.
I'm like, no, I don't want it. And I'm just like, you got to try a little bit harder. Even the little girl could try a little bit better. I seen better actors,
Yeah.
to be honest. And to be honest, this is just like one of those films that you just show up and get paid for. And I'm like, you know what? Fine. At least get that money and then just walk away. So this film is definitely one of those films that is just going to be forgettable. Don't bother going seeing it and spend money on it. Just, I don't know, if you really want to pirate it. No, just kidding.
That too.
Yeah, if not, just basically just watch it on the streaming service when it goes on to Netflix or one of those. Don't spend money on this. And if you want to waste a little bit of time, just have like a bad movie night. This would be it.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So, yep, I'm going to give this a D. Nothing higher, nothing lower. There are some things that I did enjoy, but to be honest, it's very far in between. So, yeah, there you go. That is our review for Wolfman, and we will see you on the spoilers. All right, later, guys.
Later.
All right, spoiler. So, what is exactly that you actually were enjoying, Ocean, with the Wolfman? You know, like in the middle part that you were talking about.
Yeah, I guess I liked the slow transformation and how he's slowly kind of turning into the wolf, and like it shows like his state of mind and everything as well. I thought that was cool, but I don't know. The final transformation just didn't go there, and for me, but I don't know. It was like
Were they just
I
doing
was
it a little
telling-
bit too crazy for you? Like how they're going, like, like the blue and black, like how
No.
the lights were flickering in their eyes.
I didn't mind that. Near the end, I was like, okay, this is starting to look
Likewise.
kind of bad,
They kept doing it a
but
little
it's like The Fly, but bad.
bit. Yeah,
it was like-
it's basically The
It's
Fly,
basically The Fly.
but it is bad, and that's in like an 80s. It has Jeff Goldblum, but it's like an 80s film, I think. But anyways, yeah, what she's saying, it was bad.
Yeah, it's bad. It's a bad film, but at least I had,
Yeah,
fun
there
with
was
it.
some still like there's good elements, like she was saying. Like, I mean, I think I liked the first half of the movie a little bit more.
Mm.
I mean, I figured I was gonna be disappointed with the wolf itself, and it was disappointing.
The way she would react, it's like she like didn't even really care.
No.
Yeah, that's why.
She was just watching him like.
That's why I didn't really buy any of it.
Yeah, exactly. But do you like how they're like the plots and twists and churns how it happened? Like, you know how basically he was the wolf and then obviously killed his dad, and then he has to be
Yeah.
hunted down and be killed.
Yeah,
I
I
already
mean,
knew that was happening,
so
and
did
they
we,
kind of
yeah.
drilled it in way too many times.
yeah.
It's like they try to do this weird thing for you, like, oh, do you really think that's gonna happen? Or how about this is gonna happen? How about this is gonna
Yeah.
happen? How about this? And it just kept on going.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, how is it gonna end? I thought for a second he was gonna leave because the sunlight was gonna come out, but they didn't do that.
Yeah.
They actually just finished him off.
The wolf was there, I guess, throughout the whole entire time because, like, he was in the daytime too.
Yeah.
Did they really explain that how his dad got caught by the Wolfman, or not really?
No.
They just said that he managed to find him.
But
and-
by the looks of it, he probably killed either the other wolf, but he got infected,
Oh.
or he just got infected.
Do you think he killed a wolf and then eat the jerky? That, you know, he's like, I claimed my prize. I ate the jerky, and then he got infected that way.
No, I think he actually just got like hit or something.
Okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Like, he was too busy hunting the actual wolf man, and somehow got the dad. Somehow, never really explained. That's a problem.
It was really awkward how, like, it made it sound like it was, the sounds, like, made it sound like it was strong and big, and, like, it really wasn't. And then when it came face to face with the main character, I don't know her name, like, it couldn't even really, like, kill her, barely. I don't know. It was just awkward. And I don't know why they chose to, like, not have him remember getting scratched or bit by the wolf either. I was like, that was kind of a weird choice as well. I don't know.
They tried doing it. Remember, this is a budget of $25 million. It's like they really even cared, to be honest. Now, even the beginning of the film where they show, like, those ants and that wasp getting eaten, you hear screaming, like, ee! You know, it's like, what's going on? Do you remember those documentaries with those, like, ants and versus ants or, like, gladiators?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. And I was just laughing. I was like, what? You know you're going to go in for a film that's going to be crazy like that. And it was kind of funny. They're, like, even putting screams on wasps.
You know, I think I like probably the first 15 minutes, a lot of it, when he was a kid.
Yeah, it was a lot better.
interesting,
Yeah. Because his dad was an ass. He was actually threatening to hit him for not doing what he was told.
Yeah.
So were they hunting Wolfman, or they were just there just hunting for deer?
Yeah, they're hunting deer, but he's been wanting to hunt it. His dad was, at least.
Yeah, right. So I guess that's what happened, and he was telling them, if you go out of my sight again, you know, I will hurt you, because there is something that out here that will definitely kill you. Yeah. Because he was giving them, like, a story that, you know, or like a philosophy that, you know, it's easier to die, you know, like that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. And obviously when that happens, you know, I guess they keep doing every little montage with it, with freaking the tree house, the mountains. I'm not gonna lie, that mountain thing, that was pretty cool. I did like that. You know, the view?
Yeah, of course.
It was really nice. I liked that very much.
There could have been more tension, like, between the daughter and the mom.
Yeah, there wasn't
like,
really
there
anything.
There could have been like a yelling moment, like a Hereditary moment, you know?
Oh yeah.
That would have been.
It would have been nice. It just they didn't.
Would
It
have
feel like
added
they
more.
didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's not like she understands him anyway. Because remember how she kept looking at him, and I was like, "What are you doing? Why don't you help him?" But it's because he was transforming, and she couldn't understand him whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Okay, I get it." Because I was just like, "What are you doing, just standing there?" I guess she was just freaking out that he's losing his voice and basically slowly transforming.
Mm-hmm.
I did like that part. That was pretty interesting for me, though. And it's just weird how they, you know, the actual Wolfman was just in the middle of the road.
Yeah. He was just chilling.
It was just like, whatever. And they just basically just got off track from there. And basically, that's where we saw, like, the whole trailer that people were kind of interested of the Wolfman.
Yeah.
And how the guy actually died from there. You know, like, what was his name? Blake.
Yeah.
There you go. I can't believe you remember that name, but yeah. Like, what was he doing in that treehouse in the beginning? It was just so weird with that dude.
Yeah, that was random.
He was just right there. I thought he was gonna, like, you know, just tell him, like, you know, I'm just here looking out for the land, but kind of is. But he was probably just hunting down the Wolfman. That's what he was doing.
Yeah. Maybe it was his place, though. His house was just right there.
Oh, that's true, huh? So that's what it was. And basically, they do manage to go back into that treehouse again, because that's how it had started, technically, and how it ended, really. So it is kind of interesting how they went there. But obviously, the whole Wolfman, do you like how his movements were when you first saw him? You know how he's, like, limping his way, or at least going kind of in force?
Yeah, it was okay.
It was fine, yeah.
Yeah. I found it kind of funny. It was just like this, and I was like, that's the slowest movement I ever seen
Yeah.
from a wolf man. Because from the other Wolfmans, they did a pretty good job, but they were CGI, so I guess this is the closest of realistic that we could kind of see. So I enjoyed that part. But either way, I think this is the part where I think like the girl doesn't play a very good job of the relationship with the dad. You know, it kind of in the beginning, like the first 15 minutes, but it kind of falls apart
Yeah.
afterwards. For me, at least. You know, during the house, how she's not panicking too much. It feels like she saw like 20 ghosts already. This is just another
She was
Tuesday.
she was
Like,
used
yeah,
to
I've
it.
seen a Wolfman before. This is normal. Like, dude, your dad is dying. Wouldn't you panic more? Same thing with the wife. It's like she sees this every single day.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what is going on? She felt emotionless. That's how I felt. Did you guys felt it or not really?
Yeah, it was more like she just didn't know what to do. She like was frozen, but you would, I don't know. I feel like
But what do you hear,
everyone's
like-
different, but like I feel
Yeah.
like they would have reacted more and tried to help more, I don't know.
No,
talk
I
to
agree
them.
with you.
I don't know.
Because remember, I do think like there is a panic stage for everybody. Either there's like flight or fight mode.
Yeah, hers
And-
was too long.
Yeah, exactly. Hers was way too long.
Yeah.
And do you guys think the music was kind of offbeat?
A little bit, yeah.
Like, you know, where the slashing part where she was
Yeah.
slashing the wolf and you just hear dun 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 dun. Like, and I was like, is there a battle going on? And I was like,
In a
what's-
way.
There was, yeah, but it wasn't like a battle like the two wolves. Yeah, you finally get to see wolf on wolf action. And, you know, I thought it wasn't going to show. You know, I thought it was going to be over with. You know how he basically fought him off in the distance and you hear like growling
Yeah.
and noises and then you just hear like a normal barking that he won.
Yeah.
And he just casually walked in the house.
Then he comes back.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Okay.
He was just waiting at the door. At least the dad was, the
Yeah.
dad wolf. And then you just hear the. Do you guys like the fight at least?
No.
No,
No,
you guys didn't like the
Kinda
fight?
whack.
I found it was cheesy, but it was just like, you know what? At least I'm getting my money's worth. I want to see two wolves fight. I got my money's
Yeah.
worth from there.
It would have been, I don't know, it would have been nice if they were fighting in the woods or outside or not in this dark house, like slamming against the walls. I don't know, it's kind of boring.
I guess they just wanted to. Well, in a way, they kind of wanted him to have the wife to come and help him, I guess.
No, we still couldn't done that outside.
Well, yeah, true. But I guess they just wanted to have a little. No, they're both kind of dark, really.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to tell if that's the direction that they actually wanted to do.
Yeah.
But either way, I guess it's just trying to defend the wife and family. That's what it is. You know, the daughter. So either way, it was just one of those films that you just got to see a wolf on wolf fight. And do you like it how basically how she was making so much noise in the car and basically she's all like trying to be careful, like silent? And I'm like, everybody already knows you're there. At least the other Wolfman does.
Mm-hmm.
And I just found it funny. I was like, even the people in the front row, they were like hearing, like they're like, oh, they already know that you're already making a lot of noises.
Right, yeah.
Because remember, do you like the part where he has like super hearing when you saw that wolf spider?
Yeah, that was interesting.
I do like that. It was kind of annoying. I thought it was actually the wolf trying to get in,
Yeah.
but it was in there. But what do you thought, boy? What do you thought of the super hearing?
Like I thought that stuff was cool, like the hearing and the stuff.
The
but
visioning? Yeah.
But it was like again, like towards the end, it was just too much.
No, I agree with you. It is too much. It is one of those movies that you just gotta just freaking enjoy it somehow. Like you're not gonna come in there like well, except for the people who really wanted to see a good film. They're not gonna get one here. But do you like how basically when they're in the barn and basically his transformation finally got complete? You know, like basically he put his jaw in. I guess was he tearing his jaw in or
He was pulling it out.
Yeah.
pulling it out? Okay, there you
Yeah.
go. And I like how people were kind of screaming in the front row.
I liked
Yeah.
that transformation. They finally like take it outside for a second. It just feels so claustrophobic, like in
Yeah,
the house,
being in
like, and
the
it's
whole
all dark
time.
and blue the
Yeah.
whole time. It's like, come on. But yeah, that part was pretty cool. But then they like go back inside again. I'm like,
You didn't like it
Yeah.
when they went inside the house, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. You know, it was pretty. You know, like it could have been better. And I did like it when they finally got outside when they started running away
Right.
from their dad.
That wasn't too long.
It wasn't too long. It's just so they could get to the part where they first arrived. Well, you know where the whole truck is at, where the guy had the gun. Because I knew that gun was gonna play a factor into this
we all
eventually.
did.
Yeah. But do you like how he basically chewed through his own leg?
Yeah, that was interesting.
But I forgot to mention this part where basically when he was transforming, you know how he basically was eating his own arm?
Yeah.
I thought for a second it was fur, and he just was so itchy that he kept on scratching, and more fur would have come out. That's what I thought was happening. No, but he was just eating himself.
Yeah.
Don't you guys feel disgusted from that?
Yeah.
And she didn't ever like think like I don't know. She just left him alone with the daughter. Like,
yeah, like
he
at one
could eat
point.
her or
Yeah.
something.
It was just funny. I like that part for just how amusing it was and what kind of direction they would be taking it. I thought it was just, transforming with the whole fur. And obviously they did weird choices leaving them together with the daughter. But I guess it worked out in the end in their favor. Because what happened after that, like throughout like the whole chasing when he missing a leg?
She chased him straight. He like gnawed his leg and chased him straight into the woods.
Right?
And did a crazy howl.
Did you like it how he was on top of the RV and he just popped out? He's like,
Yeah.
oh, you can't see me. And he
Yeah.
just goes back down.
He's like, oh shit.
All right. She has a gun. But no, exactly. So obviously they finally saw the treehouse. I guess in a weird way, it feels like they weren't that far away from the treehouse.
It seemed kind of weird, like he lied and they were in his dad's driveway, because it seemed like that was that driveway that he was originally in, where he said that was his house. It seems like that was his dad's house from how far they ran. I don't know, and he thought that was his dad's house.
No.
I'm kind of confused by that part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when they first pulled up, he's like, I thought this was my dad's house. He's like, no, this is my house. But then at the end, when they're running the treehouse, it seems like they were just at that house.
I guess so.
I don't know.
Didn't really change anything.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it's just like they're probably like, you know what, we're running out of time here. Might as well wrap it up. Just pretend it's just around the corner.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. And obviously, they were hiding. She did it, they went up the treehouse. It just basically kind of like a little flashback from the beginning when he was a boy. Kind of the exact same moment, And I thought they were going to let him live, but thank God they didn't. They actually ended the curse and just put a bullet in him. It's funny. I guess the little girl can read minds because she said she wants this to end.
Yeah.
Like legitimately. She wants the whole movie to end and they did it.
Yeah.
So there's not going to be a sequel whatsoever.
Nope.
Bullet right into his... I thought she was going to shoot him in the head, but they didn't.
Yeah, so it was fun.
Yeah, it was fine. So yeah, obviously he was dying and slowly and he died. Poor Wolfman.
Yeah.
Sadly. And then after that, they got out. They go to where
They saw the view.
where his dad wanted to go show them in the beginning. It was nice. And there you go. That's how the movie
Yep.
ended.
That's Wolfman.
That was the Wolfman. Even though it was crazy, weird, and just a disappointment. If you're coming to this film for sure, like for whatever the reason is, hopefully it's just something to make fun of.
No.
Really. I was having a good time like that.
I feel like the metaphor they're trying to tell about like generational trauma or generational abuse, it just like they just really hammered it in like way too much, and it just made the whole movie like just not really fun.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, there could have been like a more creative way to not like over explain it, I guess, and just I don't know. They could have done something like not explain so much about the dad and just have it be like kind of a more fun reveal at the end and just less. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was like potential here, but I don't know. It was too much.
No, it was just too much. There was so much things that could have gone either way, and they chose all of them, to be honest. They chose all of them. They did it with almost every ending. You had a Wolfman fight, you had a daughter and father moment, you had wife and husband moment. Basically they went with everything. It's really bad. Maybe people who like bad films will like this as well. So yeah, I don't think it's a good one. I think you should skip it, but that's me. And this is why we gave it a D from all of us. But either way, that is it. Thank you guys for listening, and we will see you guys on the next video. Later, guys.
Later.